Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to our Rogue Trader playthrough, where if you remember from last time, we are about to land on Kea Gamma, and let's start that. I have done a little bit of leveling up offline, guys, and we are going to have to take a slightly different crew this time, so we are dropping out Dara on this mission, because we have to take Henrix with me. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into it. Definitely haven't already done like 30 minutes of this, then realised I wasn't recording. Yeah, no, I did 30 minutes, then realised I wasn't actually recording. Yeah, so... Anyway, this should not be too... Well, it's a long place for us to go through, but I've done it a couple of times before in the beta and the alpha. So it'll be interesting to see what has changed. No solemn ceremony, no personal meeting with the Magi. I fear we are too late and we won't be dealing with clandestine heretics after all. Pascal makes noises. Suggestions on how to proceed. Let's look around and find out why the arrival of a rogue trader did not elicit the usual fuss. To speak plainly, I would not count on a warm welcome. Let's go! So, insta-save.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
So let's have a look in here. Now, this is an interesting encounter, guys, because this can end up in a fight, or it can end up in them helping you. So, obviously, I'm not going to save scum, but you guys can save scum. So, corrupted servitors, they're acting weirdly, jerking around. And there's a weird grating sound from an unknown source. Many of the customs of a Monkai are terrible, but some are insane and more disgusting than the rest. What do you find so appalling about this customer? Servitors are evil. They're basically lobotomized people. You have reduced your kin to the level of mechanisms. You love mechanisms, do you not? You strive to make everything empty and cold. I wish I could put an end to it, but it's not within my power. I did not expect such words from you. You are an interesting Monkai. Hello, can you hear me? The closest servitor twitches, the others following suit. It is clear the entire group is connected by a single machine spirit, and something has caused it to stop working. One of the servitors must have a fault in its cogitator, or some other augment, and that fault ended up affecting the whole group. The servitor's hands move. Stop! The servitor touches you. Something in the depths of the machine crackles. You are hit by an electrical discharge. The sound causes the other servitors to flinch, but the other eyes remain motionless. Yeah, find it and malfunction augment and disable it. Ah, I failed. And I took damage. The servitor turns its head towards you. The Vox built into its throat lets out a strange screeching sound. At which point, in perfect sync, the blameless constructs spring into motion and lunge at you. Yay! So we messed up. You can, as I said, you can win that and end up not fighting them, guys. You can end up with them helping you, actually, which is really quite useful. Okay, here we go. Argenta?
As the Emperor
Bernie fun times. So this won't do much damage to these guys, but if I can set a lot of them on fire, they are taking damage over time, which is always useful. Oh, it didn't actually hit anything.
Doubt is for the win.
Basically, I'm just upping the chances of us doing more damage than there. Okay, so that one's got something on it. That's a free shot, so let's do perfect aim. let's go for the completely undamaged
I
one up
understand
there.
your intent.
We've got a buff now, so when I've got in my sights going as well, I have extra dodge, so it's very worth me having running.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. It will be done.
Yeah, let's throw out some defensive buffs.
I'm not interested.
Nice big sweep with our sword. Unfortunately, servitors are notoriously a pain in the butt to fight.
Advancing.
Because they're soulless machines. They don't really care about damage and things. Oh, I may as well put as much hunt the prey on things, because we've got ourselves set up now so that we, so that me and Pascal, even if the enemy is killed by somebody else, we still gain half of our bonus. Ah, you accidentally skipped my turn. So you can press space to speed up the enemy's turns, but it unfortunately also ends your turn, which I have on occasion. Yeah. Done what I did there, which is accidentally skip a turn. Let's switch to the Emperor's Holy Bolter.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
So I can use this to exploit some of these weaknesses to do a lot more damage. I don't use my abilities enough. I should have done this already. I want to make sure I keep 1 point to do this, because I obviously get the dodge bonus from this as well now. Oh, yes.
No matter the cost. At your beck and call.
Swingity, swingity, swing.
Well
Using
struck.
my heroic
That's
ability
not
to make
essential
myself, give
stuff.
myself more attacks. The downside is I've not given myself any defensive buffs. May not have been the most sensible option. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, let's not forget my turn this time, guys. Oh yeah, and let's Hunter's Mark things up. Not Hunter's Mark, hunt down the prey.
On it.
I don't actually want to kill that one because I want to make sure somebody else gets the kill on the other
The best
thing which has
defense
got that on it.
is a good offense.
Nah, not worth using the needle.
I won't object.
Some more, yeah, wall of rockcrete. So just reducing damage.
I'll do it. Faith without doubt. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Magenta.
No weakness is hidden from my sight.
There we go. That'll do very nicely, actually.
I am not your I hear you moving. No more.
Annoyingly, it doesn't work when you get an instant second attack.
It will be done.
Come on, Pascal. Eat him.
Request approved. Running binaric override.
Oh, it's still up. Argenta technically got the kill from her burning. Nice. So let's have a look here at this and make sure we save. View the logs at the cogitator. The first log. Praise be to the Omnissiah, whose might and power transform dead metal and make manifest holy visions of the machine god. The new protocols have been received in the synod from the Fabricator General. They have been executed despite those who shudder at the thought of changing the standards protocols. So this is really unusual for tech priests to change what's done for something else. It's like almost heresy in its own right. Today, the Supreme Assembly, the Fabricator Censor, unsealed the vaults of sacred designs and committed those deemed redundant to the heretical to purifying disposal. Today, dozens of standard protocols were lost and replaced with new ones, which the Fabricator Censor will deliver to those who demonstrate the greatest. Yeah, so again, very, very unusual. Let's see the third one. So we managed to succeed. The instrumental terminals have already begun being replaced. The material delivery systems are being repaired for divine transformation. The execution of the new procedure has been delayed, for there are those in our ranks who doubt the words of the Fabricator Censor and his votaries, and there are some who are not susceptible to the enhancement protocol that carries our tech comrades to enlightenment. May the deliveries of fate be merciful. Inaction is death. So basically, it's tech priests trying to change. And if you don't know anything about the 40k universe, the tech priests don't do change. It's like literally the opposite of what they would do. So something is very weird there. They stick doggedly, almost too doggedly. You know, because innovation is considered dangerous. But to be fair, they are using ancient tech, which they don't know about. Ooh, what's going on here? A lump's protruding under the tech priest's bedraggled robe hint at mechanisms implanted in his body. You see a haggard, sickly face under it. Identification. Request denied. Registering anomalous behavior within the servant's organics and an invalid noosphere response. This unit is compromised. Examine. Carefully study the robe-clad figure. A black border of necrosis spreads out from around the tech priest's implants. Is that any way to greet the mistress of this world? Irregularity. Execution of Fabricator Censor approved protocol 3942. Recommended. What is it? A sacred decree passed by the Fabricator Censor that dictates the course of action. The tech comrades of Kea Gamma in suboptimal working conditions are to follow. Immediately execute 3942. Recommended. Recommendation rejected. The Catechism of Protocols could have been distorted. Adherence to the standard procedure of reconnaissance and purification are recommended. Fine, let's stick gestures for you to come closer. Interesting. This is different than last time. 'Cause last time that went up. I think I'm about to be ambushed, by the way, guys. I'll rephrase that. I'm about to be ambushed, guys. But I prefer the ambush here to where we actually... Oh! Ah!
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Okay. Shoot him!
Doubt is for the weak. I refuse. This is unacceptable.
That was, not what I expected to happen, guys. As you may have guessed. Right, first thing I'm doing is hunt down the preying up. Because there's absolutely no point in not doing it now. Let's try and take this tech priest out first.
It's as good as done.
Make sure we buff up whoever kills that person. Oh, at least it's not a stun grenade, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Throne take you.
Jeez, we are actually in quite a lot of pain here. Taking her separately from me in case they do more explodiness. So I want to make sure I've got enough points to do that at the end. Ooh, that was good.
If I must.
Let's target you for that one. Get off me! Okay, the corrupted tech priest decided to attack us, which is fine. I am in serious pain here, though. That buffs the most of us.
Favorable.
Let's throw a crack grenade.
Request denied.
Victory is imminent.
Defenses.
I will do my duty.
Damn, should have done this first. I'm not happy with this at the moment because we are going to go down if I'm not careful. Henrix, get your butt out of there. You've not got enough health to be fighting in there.
Focus.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I was sure I gave her medkits. Damn.
A temporary setback. You never see a chance.
Yes! So you see, they kind of explode
Here's
when I am killed.
my perfect moment. Who, if not me?
Come on, blah, before you get to us. Oh, that was lucky. Ah, you git. That's fine. Ah, I dodged out of the way again. Beautiful. Let's get Pascal out of this. Abelard, get that heretic! And we've got a taunty thing, so whenever we try and get away, whenever anybody tries to escape from us, we will get whenever we get an opportunity attack, we get a chance to, I'm keeping Henrix out of it for now, we get a chance to taunt them.
I will not. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Yeah. Just try and get right the other side so we're not likely to
I'll
hit
do it.
Abelard by mistake.
Faith without deed. I'll do it. To you, my Emperor.
Dude, reload! Yes!
Loss in our ranks.
Want to be a bit careful up here because there's steam vents.
Grey hair, sure hand. It will be done.
No! Oh crap, Ulyrit went down as well. I hadn't realised. That's not ideal.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll
It's
do
not
it.
an ideal thing, but we're far more likely to hit the bad guy. Argenta is doing the Emperor's work.
I'll make it happen.
It's against these guys, my single shottiness is not actually that use. It's not as good. Well, at least he's got himself a bit stuck. So let's use our abilities. not worth it. God, this guy is tough.
This is why I was chosen. For you, my emperor. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, I got an extra shot from my ability as well. I always forget about that. My Fortress World background sometimes. It's very useful. Okay. Can't use that here with this little enclosed gap anyway. Come on. This guy is tough.
As the emperor commands, I act.
On it.
I took care of this one.
Oh. So that's the other side there.
I always keep my options open.
Let's have a look at this. So this is still down, but we're still going to explore up here. Oh, stop all running in there like idiots.
My reckoning will be swift.
Right. You are going to steal this, because this is actually slightly better than the bolter for single shot start work, which is what you kind of do a bit more. And we need to do a bit of healing on Abelard. He can heal himself, though, can't he? These, yeah, require the ship, so we may end up doing a bit of running back, but we'll see. Sorry, just making sure we've got enough medkits equipped across the board. And now we have a fun, tricky bit.
Keep your wits about you.
I'm saving before I try and cross here, because this is going to be painful if I mess it up.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Bugger!
The pain.
Just a minor setback.
And that, guys, is why I saved before I did that, because it is painful. But it's worth it, but getting across is tricky. Not a huge fan of those sort of little things, because it's more of a keep going until you get it right. There may be a way to turn it off on the other side. I should probably check that, to be fair. Is this a safe spot?
I'll brush this off.
You freaking thing.
Is there money to be made?
May as well go for it now, get ourselves all across. We are going to have to do a little bit of healing up again.
The appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though,
Injuries
not
will
like
not slow me.
We've got plenty of medkits to use, so...
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
He says.
We function as one.
Yeah, that was terrible, guys. And actually, I don't have plenty of medkits. Ooh, that's a new one. So there's still blood leading around here. That's for later. Let's get the goods first before we speak to this guy. Don't know why I'm saving. It's not like I'm going to save scum to get it open if I don't. Ooh. Yes, 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 yes. Yank. Ah, she can't use a lot of our other things. Ooh, but I can give her the better gun, can't I? I forgot about that. Right, let's speak to this Lex mechanic. A small, heavily augmented man in a filthy, tattered robe stands before you. You have nothing to fear from us. Deus Mechanicus. He heard my prayers. I thought I was alone in a kingdom of madness and depravity. Please, save me. Tell us who you are and what happened to you. I am manufactorum lex mechanic Zeta 86. I performed the rituals to the machine spirits of Foundry 95. Up until they started going mad. The cough wasn't me coughing, it was me trying to add effect. Sorry, it didn't come out well. Priests devoted to the Omnisire suddenly started praising the dawn or something. They stopped the belts. They desecrated the visages of the whole sacred machines with unholy symbols. Some of them resisted. The others grabbed them, tied them up, and then they turned their implants to heresy. I saw the madmen, my former tech comrades, deliberately connect those poor souls to corrupted cogitators. I watched as they were infected with scrap code. And did nothing to stop them. I am recording a violation of the commandment. Of thy own forge be a true sentinel. Apostate Zeta 86, your access is hereby revoked. Proceed with your report. How did you avoid the same fate? I didn't avoid it. They performed the same ritual on me. I felt a touch of the unholy code. I allowed it to control me. I abandoned my sacred post, and followed the traitor, serving his will, and gathering all the data for his blasphemous experiments. I was driven by an unholy impulse, coming from the depths of my auxiliary cogitator, where the code itself had lodged itself. Before I found a way to throw off the compulsion, I witnessed horrifying heresy. The extraction of true flesh, and its decomposition on altars, perverse procedures that resulted in heretomechanical abominations. I accompanied the fallen Magos to the Fabricator censor himself, and attended the unholy mass he led personally. It was a wicked ritual, full of willful derivations and blatant inaccuracies, all to create an ungodly monster in the name of the final dawn. Someone imprisoned? the lay servants of the main units. They live in isolated segments under the sacred machine halls. I heard they were locked there after the takeover. Then my crazed brethren changed the system for disposing of slag waste, and covered the machines in cursed symbols. After they started the cogitator, they dragged the survivors out of the segments under the machine halls and, well, what the survivors had turned into. You demonstrate exceptional powers of observation and recall for somebody who happened to just survive. I am a Lex mechanic. Gathering data is the purpose of my existence. They used me against my will. The scrap code turns everyone into a slave. Before I rid myself of the cogitator, I was forced to serve alongside those who perpetrated these atrocities and witness their abominations. A monster? No. Not those constructs that are melted down in the furnaces and sent to the depths of the manufactorum. It is some kind of semblance of a cogitator. A nightmarish parody of a sacred machine, powered not by the Omnissiah's grace, but by the unholy spirit. I don't know much, except the fabricator sensor saw the machine as special. It was special to him, and to the crazies who defiled the Omnissiah's abode with their obscene blasphemy. For the final ritual, he had even called upon one of the Astartes heretics who arrived at the manufactorum after the start of the uprising. So we've got a Chaos Space Marine here. Yay! He did something terrible, and only after that were they able to switch the machines on. This does not sound good. It is a true abomination. What do you make of it, Henrix? Servant of the Omnissiah, I must know more about the final dawn, the fabricator sensor, his mass, and about this machine as well. I could give the coordinates, but even though I was present for many blasphemies committed by those heretics, all the details were captured and processed by my true flesh in the in the augmatic that was corrupted by scrap code. I am convinced that if I hadn't fought off the foreign compulsion in time, I would have been doomed. The corruption would have spread into my biological cogitator as well, his brain. I swear that no devout tech priest should come in contact with what's hidden in that one sacred device. Henrik's expression shifts and he stares intently at the disconnected implant. Abelard notes it in Henrik's face, and as he does, he highs Seven and looks away. Can it be disconnected and connected to the machine? Even the very idea of exposing a holy machine to the scrap code wasn't profane in itself. My augmatics are not universally compatible, so no. In other words, there is only one way to extract the data stored in the cogitator. Henrix, no, don't do it. The Lex Mechanic could have been privy to conversations that are vital to the investigation of cult. We need the contents of that cogitator. No, anything but that. I'll die. No, it'll be worse than that. I'll succumb to the corruption. I'm begging you, please. I'd rather be burned as a heretic than have the scrap code in my biological cogitator. At these words, Henrix pauses for a fraction of a second, almost as if he is reconsidering. In failing to offer any resistance against the enemies of the Omnissiah, Unit Zeta 86 lost the grace of his machine rank and was recategorized as a resource of the manufactorum. The defilement and torment of said resource, if committed to advance the struggle against heresy, will not be deemed apostasy or malefaction against the living soul. Upon expiry, the unit's utility disposal is recommended. How easily you commit your kin to a demise worse than death, and how swift you dismiss them as an object. Henrix, stop. The leaders of a cult would never discuss anything of importance in front of a witness. Leave the poor man alone. We need to know where the cogitator is. Even if the heretic's conversations are unimportant, I must know why the machine was so valuable to them. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. A different dometic is responsible for my muscle memory. It has data storage too. I remember where I walked and what I pressed with my fingers. Here are the coordinates and the code. It's probably the code to the bay. He is the subject of your world, Jet. It is for you to decide his fate. He will be taken to my ship after the cleansing rites. A place will be found for him there. I am a benevolent ruler. I may regret being a benevolent ruler. I'm trying to be not so, I'm trying to be a not so grimdark. A not so grimdark flavor, I should rename this. Excessive kindness, Jet. Gets good people into trouble. Let's hope the corruption only affected the disconnected augment, and not his soul. Come on, we need to find the cogitator. So, what's funny is I'm fairly sure I could complete this without even speaking to him.
I always keep my options open.
So, we can get back down this way without
Unexpected result.
going through all that horrible steam again. Oh, what's this?
Let us not dawdle.
Nothing.
This is intriguing.
Ooh. Ah. That does not look good. Fabricator sensor Cerberus Delphin. A massive magus clad in ritual garb lets out a bin heretic trill and turns to you from beneath the deep hood of his mantle. Two dimly lit eye implants gaze out at you. What's the matter, little tin comrade? Implants on the blink? Forgotten how to speak? You dare address me in vile tongue of savages. Me, the steward of Kea Gamma, lord of the machine world. Kneel, pathetic spawn, if you seek swift disposal. You propose that I, the rogue trader of House von Valentius, kneel before you. I'm giving you 5 minutes. No, not to beg for forgiveness. To seek your last words and offer your final confession. You are not one of the troglodytes who once had the gall to oppress my... Oh, you are one of the troglodytes who once had the gall to oppress my comrades and resist my will. A messenger from the barbarian who drank the sacred unguents bestowed upon her through others' toil. Very well, then. Your appearance is the perfect opportunity to teach you and your ilk a lesson. My name is Cubis Delphim. I once held title of Fabricator Censor of the Kea Gamma manufactorum. But I rejected it, along with all other fetters that hindered progress. Once my faith was flawed, and led naive fools of the cult mechanicus into the darkness of ignorance. Now I am this world's master. I serve the true gods. You tread upon their territory, and you do not number among their legion's servants. Therefore, you must be subject to immediate disposal. As for serving senior functioning member of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magos Explorator Pascal Hahnemann, declare this temple of the machine god compromised, and forthwith forbid all services within it. I dethrone the fabricator censor, the ignorant heretic who has betrayed the Omnissiah, and condemn as anathema any and all standard procedures implanted by him. Let the cycle of blasphemous operations he has put into motion be discontinued. He switches to code. Hanuman, liar! You are not him. Demetrius Hominum obeys me. His mind is open to the voices of the void, and the scrap code he created protects my world. And I'll not have you, rusted refuse from the misfit cast of explorators, call me ignorant. This statement is false. Your regalia has been revoked. You have been deemed defective and will be eliminated. Initiating heretic search. Designation Dement Hanuman. I wish to execute the retribution procedure. What did you do with Governor? Is he alive? The removal of unserviceable artifacts was the first step towards retooling this world. Only my tech comrades heeded the call of the truth that reached into their cogitators and allowed them to pierce the veil of empty dogmas. Poor old Gaprak. 10 or so years back, he told me he felt uneasy in the presence of the Tin Can comrades. I mean, the esteemed Adeptus Mechanicus. He casually complained about not having been dealt a normal planet. I'll have to honor his memory with a prayer once we have finished purging this place. Thankfully, the fabricator censor here did not require any coercion to confess his treason. I have seen what you've done to this world and its poor people. I will not allow it to continue. You may be driven by your will to fight, but know this. Kea Gamma has already been converted. Its lines have been restructured. Its servants have already tasted the fruits of progress. In the crucibles of the manufactorum, torrid liquid metals will be used to forge vessels for sacred spirits. The adepts are already tirelessly delving deeper into the new mysteries that were once barred by false tenets. You, servants of fake gods, are too late. The entire might of this world will soon rise up against the anathema and his slaves. So many admissions of heresy in so few sentences. Sister, how many death sentences would you say his words warrant? I cannot answer that, Master von Kallax. It is not my duty to measure the guilt of heretics when the Adeptus Sororitas appear before enemies of the Imperium. It is time to fire, not count. She's enjoying this. And now is one of those times. Check my chronometer. 5 minutes have passed. I hereby sentence you to death, and I will be the one to carry it out. Comrades, purge the manufactorum of any random variables. I must prepare for the culmination of our great work. Gut the outsiders! Let their blood mix with oil! Of course it is. They are lifting the way and trying to stop me getting across to them. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Maybe.
My vow is to serve.
Okay, we didn't get anywhere near it. Okay, let's start this fight. Oh. I mean... Yeah, let's just start the fight like this.
This is why I was chosen.
Right, Henrik's is going to stay over this side. Because we're going to get attacked through This is a big fight, guys, with lots of people, and we're going to get attacked from multiple angles here, which does make it an interesting one. Oh, you know what you want to do.
I'll do it.
Hello! Burn! So, Skitari are effectively the Mechanicus' troops. Ouch! Brace for impact. Grenades, I think, are going to be useful here. Especially as I'm a little too single shot, I think. Let's get these out. Grenade! Nice. I think we did a nice amount of damage there.
I move as if unseen.
Okay. That'll do very nicely. Target the one behind for our shot for next time and increasing my dodge with it. Let's target that up there this turn. See, I can do this as well, which will help my defenses. That'll do, just keeping my defenses up there. Whew.
Cogitation fails.
Can aim there.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Damn.
Request.
Not in the best position up here. danger with them is how many shots they can put. Ouch!
God Emperor, move through me.
Oh, I didn't even realize
Be
there
the
was still one
fire
there.
in my heart. Eradicated.
That's it, Argenta.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. Doubt is for the weak.
Actually, yeah, let's
Faith
fall
without
back a
deeds
bit.
is
Let's cover.
worthless. Soul shall become like fire.
Ah, Abelard, I need you around there engaging him, please. Again, I could have used that, but I should have used that one. Never mind.
It's as good as done. I'll see to it personally.
I may as well start moving forwards now. Oh, Ulyrit's target did not actually survive. Interesting.
You cannot force me, Elantak.
Oh, I thought I was guaranteed to get that kill. It's fights like this is where I really get to take the most, get the most out of my bonuses. Charge.
Let's see to it. Everyone, step aside.
That'll do nicely.
Naturally.
Sneak back round into cover.
I won't object to it.
This could hurt, but I'm not too worried.
Running binaric override.
Ah.
Ministration is a holy task.
There we go. Oh, we missed. Good. Ouch. should hit this time.
At your beck and call.
Oh, we knocked him over as well. That's nice. Oh, yes.
I'm ready for whatever comes. I'll make it happen.
Do some reveling in slaughter. Gives us a few nice buffs.
I won't stand for it. I won't compromise my principles.
Ah. May as well take it out. If it's out, you can't shoot.
On it.
Oops, should have done this first. Target it. It uses up 1. Then do a precise shot. I do lose that, that's the only thing. Burn you get. Upping our defenses. Pascal can start moving forwards. I doubt he's going to be able to shoot anybody. He can't see anybody there.
I'll do it.
Argenta having fun shooting the Bernie people on the floor. Ah.
I refuse.
Come on, Argenta, you can do better than that.
Time to redouble our efforts.
Oh! I may need to retreat to the ship to heal up before we continue this.
Victory is imminent.
Does this only last until the end of turn? Ah. Nicely.
If not me.
This tedium is beneath me.
This
I
guy
am
is
not your
dead. It's just a
Xenos
matter of
pet.
he's the one who's hurting us most. I want to. Ah, I messed up. Ouch! Jesus. Yeah, we're probably going to need to retreat to our ship after this, guys.
My competences are not that universal.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Note to self, remember to use sworn enemy. Not that I think it's going to really matter.
It's as good as done. My gut
Let's
tells
not get
me
cocky.
it's a bad idea.
I mean, we've definitely won. It's just
I
it's
won't
going to
stand
be
for it.
not ideal. Oh, we need to reload.
If it serves your cause.
Yes. Oh, I was like, what's still up then? Arc rifle. I'm gonna grab them and see what they're like, because they were quite nasty.
Keep your wits about you.
Might have to put one on somebody as a secondary weapon. I mean, this is where it would potentially be good on... I don't think that's actually that worth it. It'd potentially be worth it on one of my ranged, on one of my snipers, but at the same time my snipers are that. They're snipers. Do I really want to be...
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Ooh, what's through here? Stuff and things and stuff. Ah, so I could have snuck around the back. Hindsight. View the emergency bridge. Oh, lower the emergency bridge. There we go. So we can get back over now. So I could have literally snuck around the back. View the log. Nothing of interest. I don't actually have a melter charge, so I wouldn't have been able to do it.
Is there money to be made?
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
What's this? Force access. Awaken the machine spirit. So yeah, I could have blown my way through and caused a load of damage. Oh, hindsight. Ooh. I like. Definitely gonna have a look at them. I'm going to have a look at the weapons and things offline, guys, for resetting myself up. Dying tech priest, approach the still breathing man. Oh, don't bug, don't bug, don't bug. Machine spirit, deliver me. Who did this to you? My comrades, machine spirit, the Omnisire, truly abandoned us. Kea Gamma has fallen into the maw of the eternal enemy. The holy Magi succumbed to heresy. The rest was stripped of their true flesh to feed the heresy. Preserve us, deliver us, deliver me from erring. Sacrifice living blood from vessels of the true flesh, while their heart is still beating. After that, oblivion. I knew you would come. I've waited so very long. Deliver me from my torment. Such senseless savagery. A horrible fate to be betrayed by one's own. I attest that the three categorical requirements for signing the status of martyr of the flesh have been met. Opposition of the enemy, preservation of adherence to dogma, and a brutal death, requesting the right to extract the subject's organic matter, that it can be used in the creation of an honorable servo skull. It is an honor. I am thankful for the right to serve. End the man's suffering. Go to the Omnissiah. Okay, so Pascal is gonna make his shiny skull a, yeah. And that, guys, is where we are gonna leave it. We're probably gonna do a quick trip back to heal up to the ship before we come back, and a little bit of a rejiggery of weaponry. But yeah, thank you for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please do like and subscribe if you are enjoying this, guys. And comments for comment gods, guys. Comments really do help down below, so do chuck them there. And as always, an extra special thank you to my channel members and Patreons. That's Monsterbound, Philip F, Nose, Andrew T, Prataru, Brandon, Space Ace 475, Coding Monster, Jason Air, Egg, Scrin, Newbie1 Kenobi, Jared Horn, and Good Sir Twisted. And thank you all for watching. Cheers all.